What's your favorite TV show?
Mine or his?
Both.
My favorite TV show is Dexter. I love to watch Dexter or Californication, Bones, any of those cold case, Law and Order type shows. I love watching those. I would say his is the Superman one. You like to watch that one?
I'm a Smallville mark.
Yeah.
And a House mark. And a Heroes mark.
I love House. Yeah, House is a really good show.
Not necessarily asking specific numbers, if you don't feel comfortable sharing. But maybe just the event and why and what you did. What was the biggest payday you ever got in your wrestling career?
I'm humble to say probably nowhere near whatever she's got, and I can live with that just fine.
Well, just what was the event or?
Biggest payday I ever got was not for WWE. I actually made more money working over the Jim Rose Circus than I ever did for WWE. I think the biggest payday I ever got for a single night was $3,500.
Stacy?
Which, I mean, that's pocket change to some wrestlers or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was good for me. I was happy about it.
Mine had to be WrestleMania.
$5 billion.
Well, it was. I don't remember. I know it was more than 20, less than 50.
So do you ever get royalty checks? Even?
Mm-hmm. I still get royalties.
Still get royalties.
I don't get shit because they never ended up making an action figure of me on time.
I was gonna say that's a slam dunk right there in my
I still talk to that dude after Mike Archer after my release, and he still was pushing for it, and then I got some nonsense.
Seems like that's why they brought guys up, was to give them action figures and then get rid of them.
Yeah, well, I think like the silly, like, I don't know for sure, this is just a guess, so it's not slander, it's just a guessing opinion. It's like, I think, at FCW, they don't make money there, they spend money there, it's developmental or whatever. So I think when you put money into characters, say weekly pay, if somebody's out of country, then a visa, whatever. Well, that's not take the visa because Vince makes you pay for your own visa. So, but payday, and then flying out to shows, and then hotels and this and that, whatever stuff that they tag along, plus your work fee. If you're developmental, you get like a weekly thing, and then but if you go and work on TV up there, then you get paid per match or whatever. And then, so like take my vignettes. I mean, my vignettes are thousands of dollars. And then, Colt Cabana's internet show, thousands of dollars, et cetera, times TV hotels, times flights, times weekly paychecks, et cetera, times me and Colt and, Manu and Ryan Braddock and Gavin Spears, et cetera. Well, next thing you know, you got $1 million tax write-off. All you have to do is say, bring them up for 10 seconds. Oh, that didn't work. Write it off. So, unfortunately, some guys' boyhood or girlhood dreams are equated to a tax break.
Favorite musician?
Kiss.
Oh, there's your common thread right there. Beaches or the mountains?
Beaches.
Ah, there we are. Wine or beer?
Wine.
TNA or WWE?
Well, since Johnny Ace won't return my calls,
I say TNA.
I'll go with TNA. I mean, WWE is what I've always wanted since I was a kid, but truth be told, I think TNA is, for all of its ups and downs, mistakes and successes, I think is a much more open-minded company. I think you have much more room to develop naturally what you would become and everything. So I would, at this moment in time, I'd say WWE money sounds very inviting, and you'd be an idiot to not take that. And any wrestler that says, I'm never going back to WWE, is fucking lying. I don't care who it is. I don't want to offend any of the boys. I love the boys, but any guy that says that, bullshit. But from an artistic standpoint, I would like to go to TNA.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Oh, so Miss Kitty prefers dogs. You the same?
Yes.
All right.
Although I love cats. I always had cats up until I got my first dog, which was 16 and a half years ago. And we just actually watched my sister's cats for, 2 weeks?
Yeah. and I'm paying the price because I was like this much like allergic. I used to have a cat for like 20 years. Had it before I ever had my little brother, but I had it in a big huge house and whatever. Here in this little like beachfront studio, it's like not meant for two cats being right on top of your head. And yeah, but the question with that is I'm a cats and dogs guy. Like I don't humans. I really am not stomaching.
Any animal I love. But
animals I got all the patience for.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock or Steve Austin?
I'll go with Steve Austin.
Really?
Sure.
I don't know. That's a toss-up.
She was picking on Steve Austin the other day. She got.
Really? Why? About what?
She's just a mean old thing.
Because he was making me. Steve Austin's on his Twitter. It's so bizarre to see Steve Austin tweeting, first of all. Second of all, he's hilarious on it. He's making up stuff about sharks breaking into his house and stealing his beer and stuff like that. But then he's just talking about how it was like 11 o'clock at night and he was going to bed. So what did I tell him? You old man?
Yeah, why didn't you go to bed so early, you old man? Or something silly like that.
Just silly.
And they were firing back and forth, doing some little nerd tweet war or something. Which made me laugh.
I knew Steve Austin before he was Steve Austin. I knew him as Stunning Steve. And I knew Rocky as Flex, Cavanna, whatever down there. I like them both. I'll say Rocky. Just because you said Steve.
Woman!
We got to be different on something.
All right.
Boxers or briefs?
Commando.
Yeah, neither.
Across the board. All right. We're going to play just one quick little thing. You guys familiar with F, Marry, Kill?
No.
Which one would you like to fuck? Which one would you like to marry? Which one would you like to kill?
Gotcha.
I'm going to come up with 3 different people for each one of you.
Okay. Coco Beware is laughing his ass off behind the camera right now.
Oh, that he should be.
I see him. He's giggling. He's got his covered in his mouth.
Telling the bird to shut up?
Yeah.
All right. Nick, we'll start with you.
All right.
James Mitchell, Jeff Jarrett, Johnny Ace.
You're giving him boys?
You might get all girls.
Fuck, marry, or kill.
Yes, which one?
And I got to put all 3 of these in.
You got to put one in each category. You have to F1.
You have to kill one. But Johnny, this is by necessity, mate. I got to do it one or the other.
Yeah, you can't have sex with 2 of them. So.
All right, who are your names? Jeff?
Mitchell, Jeff.
James Mitchell, Jeff Jarrett, and Johnny Ace.
I don't know Mitchell.
Okay, well, like I said, Johnny, just because I got to do something with you here. Sorry, Johnny, I'm going to kill you. Who else? Jeff, Mary, or fuck? Well,
I think you'd get along with Jeff.
Jeff is prettier than Mitchell, so I'd have to fuck Jeff. And Mitchell, I can have a conversation with, so I guess I'd be stuck marrying him.
You could have a 20-year relationship with him.
Yeah, we got more in common.
Stacy.
It was me and Jeff were kind of at Talladega Nights. I could get 2 hours of Jeff, and then that's it.
I didn't sweat any question except this one. Okay.
Well, I got a different one for a different set for you.
Oh, okay, good.
Johnny, I was railroaded on that answer. By the way, it was sort of a
dead end question.
Catch 2666 right there.
Let's see. Al Snow, Terry Reynolds, and Jerry Lawler. You have to marry one, you have to kill one, and you have to fuck one.
Wow. Oh, she's giving you the same question. She's giving you different
people.
Yeah.
Oh.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, I didn't. I was just a dummy. So. For my fantasy's sake, could you do Terry?
Okay. All right. Let's start with Jerry. Since I've done 2 out of the 3, I guess I'd have to kill him.
Okay.
Only because I've never done that before.
Wow, you guys are good.
That's the internet preview, by the way.
That's awesome.
Only because I've never done it before. Terry Reynolds. And who is the third one? Al Snow?
Yes.
I think I'd marry Al Snow because he's funny, and if I have to spend a lot of time with somebody out of the 3, I guess it would be Al Snow. And for the love of my life, I guess I'll roll around in the sheets with Terry Reynolds.
Bam!